New parents are spending way more than they need to, and it's not by accident. I review baby registries and I see this pattern over and over again of buying items just in case. The baby industry sells fear, not necessity. The fear of you not being a good parent, not having the right items, not being prepared. A lot of marketing focuses on like safety, which is important, convenience, it depends, and comfort. But is the comfort for you as the parent or the baby? Also doing it right. They always want to say this is the right way to do it. There are a lot of right ways to do something. They give you this feeling that if you don't buy this item, you are underprepared, you are failing, and you fear all those negative emotions. They turn regular, everyday tasks into like a problem. Like feeding your baby solids for the first time. You need the special feeder thing. Ugh, no. Diapering your baby. You need this and that and this and that and this. No, start at the core. One item that really, really gets me is the bath rinse cups. And they'll sometimes be soft on the edge or I don't know. These special rinse cups, like Frida makes one. There's a ton. Go look on Amazon. You know what you can use to rinse out your baby's hair? Just a regular plastic cup you already have in your kitchen. All right, this becomes bath time cup. Or you could get like one from a restaurant. We have a couple from bars back in the day. And yes, that's what we use to rinse out our children's hair. You don't need this $9.99 or $15.99 special rinse cup. This is the baby industry fooling you and tricking you into thinking like, we gotta have an aesthetic cup in the bathroom. Nobody is checking your shower. Not to mention you're probably gonna clutter it up with a zillion toys anyway. Like these little details don't actually matter. You're finding problems that do not exist. And the baby industry is exploiting you and trying to find these little ways to convince you to just buy more, whether it's your money or the family members and friends that are buying it off your baby registry. Either way, they're getting that money, and that money could be put into something more practical. Diapers, wipes, crib sheets, things you're gonna actually need. Parents bathed their babies before these rinse cups existed. Parents did a lot of things before these baby products existed, and a lot of these products don't even need to exist. It kind of irks me that they do. I'll see a product, like just take the rinse cup, and I'll just think there's a factory somewhere that's just like producing these, and they don't need to. And I'm not the most environmental person, but when it comes to baby stuff, I kind of get that way a little bit of just the waste. The waste irks me, and the you being brainwashed into buying everything. Don't let it be you. Okay, there are plenty of essentials to put on your baby registry. I could literally come up with like 50 to 100 of things that are actually useful and are actually practical. There's so many though that you can remove and skip. One big thing that the baby industry does is they market convenience. And they try to just make everything seem easier with more gadgets, but in reality, it's making the process slower, bumpier, more cumbersome, and making your life as a parent more overwhelming. You have more things to manage. Okay, take for example, say like bottles, and then you buy a bottle like washer, sterilizer, dryer. Now this item sits on your countertop. You have to fill it with water, have it plugged in. Remember to turn it on to wash those bottles. Oh shoot, I need to feed baby. All the bottles are in the sterilizer. Is there a cleaning solution? Now you have to buy it, now you have to fill it. There are so many things that are marketed for convenience, but they do make life harder, or they add to your mental load and your mental to-do list. An item that makes life easier is not always necessary. And does it actually make life easier? Like all these products help make diaper changes easier. At the end of the day, you're still wiping poo, okay? You're still getting in there and doing the work. You still have to feed baby. You still have to wash things. You still have to take care of them. You cannot hack your way out of being a parent. Don't think products are going to do that for you. These convenience items are stacking up quickly, and your baby registry is getting full of all these nice to have items, not necessities. Know the difference. When it comes to any category, say diapering, what are the basics you need? In my opinion, diapers, wipes, and then I like a diaper caddy. I do for organization, and one type of diaper rash cream. Now, I do have to say I like the spatula because I often have long nails, like natural nails, but long. So I do like that. It's very cheap, the little butt paste spatula. That's like it, okay? I don't have a changing table. I don't have a changing pad on a dresser and then have, liners that go on that or covers that go on that. No, don't need it. When it comes to like breastfeeding, I kept it very, very minimal. I could list off about 6 items that I would say you need if you're gonna directly nurse your baby. And then if you're gonna pump, I could give you about another 6. You don't have to have 20 items. It is unnecessary. It's cluttersome, cumbersome, and overwhelming for you in your parenting journey. So how do you prevent yourself from getting brainwashed into all these items? You need to filter things out, all right? You need some check marks, some check boxes. You need a little checklist. So one of the things that I use is value, time of use, frequency of use, duration of use, okay? How often are you using these items? How much do they cost for the value? Also, are they a need versus a want? Then some other filter questions. Does this actually solve a problem? Do I already own something that does the same job? Is this a want or a need? You need to go through, make yourself a brief little list, and maybe every item needs to hit 3 of your criteria out of the 5, or whatever works for you. If it doesn't pass your little test, it doesn't go on the registry. Babies don't actually need all that much. The baby industry wants you to think they do. Your baby registry needs to be concise and focused on what you need for your lifestyle, okay? It's not supposed to be this grand, large, impressive thing. Let's take back our baby registries and make them much more meaningful and much more manageable. All right, if you want personalized help on your baby registry, look for that link down in the description where I can review your baby registry and give you that one-on-one feedback.